Good morning. Welcome to day 6 of my 7-day Western Caribbean cruise here on the Wonder of the Seas. I can't believe it's day 6. I'm actually honestly ready to be home. This is just too much fun and excitement for me. I just need more structure and routine, and I think I'm ready for that. But I will definitely continue to enjoy all of the vacation and relaxation that I can today. Today we are at Puerto Costa, Mexico. It's another port. It's gonna be touristy. There are gonna be tourist traps. If you didn't book an excursion, well, you're just gonna have to stay at the port and drink and lounge and look at a lot of commercialized shopping centers. But you always have the option of calling up a taxi and getting outside of the port, maybe to a beach or a more local area. You can also book tour guides online. You can just Google Puerto Costa Maya tour guide, and there's some pretty cheap tour guides out there. I was in the hot tub yesterday in the solarium, and this one couple said that they literally Googled for a tour guide yesterday and found a private tour for $60, and they really enjoyed it. So your options are endless. Just remember that if you do not take an excursion through Royal, then you are responsible for your own time. So that means if you arrive late to the ship, and they're already closing the doors, well, you're just gonna have to find your way back home. But if you book through Royal and they arrive late to the ship, they have to wait for you. They cannot leave without you because they are responsible for you. So you always have that extra security if you're booking through the cruise line. But you know what? If you're a responsible adult, go ahead, book your own excursion and arrive back to the ship on time. So I do not have an excursion booked. I'm just gonna hop off, take a little look-see, document the port for you guys, and then hop back on and enjoy my day here on the ship. Yesterday, I wanted to ride all of the slides, which I did not because yesterday was a very sad in my feels day. I'm sorry, but I'm also not sorry because I'm going through something right now, and obviously I really need to allow myself to feel those feelings and allow myself to have those days. But today is a better day, so I plan on checking off all of the things I want to do here on the ship. I want to ride all of the water slides, and I also want to do rock climbing. I have not done rock climbing yet. I might also do the flow rider. But like I said, it's kind of intimidating because they literally have seating right in front of the flow rider for people to watch you as you just make a fool of yourself. But you know what? You only live once. Might as well try it. How bad can it be? So that's what I want to do today. Will I do it all? I don't know. I still need to get breakfast. It is currently 10:08, so I'm making good time. Breakfast closes at 11. I think I want to go for a more chill atmosphere, so I'm going to go to Central Park and have my breakfast there. So let's head to Central Park. So off I went to Central Park. This is always such a serene place to have breakfast in the morning. I'm not sure if people forget about this option, but it's certainly a great positive for me in that I get to have a very calm and quiet morning. As you can see, there was hardly anybody here at the time, so I just soaked up the peaceful atmosphere and enjoyed a very calm, quiet breakfast. Hello. So I'm here in Central Park. I just finished my breakfast here at Park Cafe. It is such a serene and quiet ambiance. They even have like bird sounds playing to make it feel like you're in an actual park. And I just noticed that today. I think I've heard the birds before, but I just realized that there really aren't any birds on this ship. So it's really cool how they add those little finishing touches to make it feel like more immersive. But I got a ciabatta turkey and egg sandwich. It was very delicious. I got 2 servings of watermelon and 2 servings of cantaloupe. I already ate my watermelon and I'll probably munch on my cantaloupe in a bit, but a very satisfying and slow morning. It is currently, let's see, 11:02, so I've been here for about half an hour. I'm gonna probably stay for a bit longer. It's just really serene and peaceful. And then I'll probably hop off the ship to take a look around Puerto Costa Maya and see what the port looks like. So I'll see you once I hop off the ship, and then we can explore together. I headed back to my room to make sure I had everything I needed, but then I got into my feels and started crying. Guys, I don't know what's wrong with me. I need to get over it. I really do. I just need to get over everything. I feel like I'm truly holding myself back by continuing to ruminate on the past, but it's hard, especially when you have like so much regret and you just wish you could turn back time and do it all over again and change everything that you know now you did wrong. So this has been me for the past, I don't know, 30 minutes, 35 minutes. I came back to my room just to use the restroom and make sure I had everything that I needed before I got off the ship. But as I was walking back, my host told me that the port closes at 2:30 today, which is early. Usually the port closes at 4:30. It's currently 12:41, so I could still technically go out. I just need to suck it up and live my life. As hard as it is, it's just so hard. Especially when I continue to find out like new things about my husband's new life, and it just makes me feel like I'm so behind and like maybe I should just move on too, you know? It just seems to be so easy for him. Granted, I do have good days, and last week before the cruise, you know, I had a really great week because I decided to cut off contact with him, and that really helped because, as the saying goes, ignorance is bliss. But then this week I started talking to him like maybe 2 days ago, and it's not like we're having like horrible conversations or anything, or we're not being like super mean to each other. It's just I continue to ask questions that I know I'm probably not gonna like the answer to, but I ask them anyway because I'm curious and I just want to know. And then the answers just make me sad because it just shows how easily he's been able to move on and start a new life. So it just makes me sad. And then I get into this spiral of thinking of like how I could have changed things or how I could have been better, like times where things went wrong and we could have corrected it right away in that moment. So yeah, it's a lot of like woulda, coulda, shouldas going through my mind, and I guess it's just like accepting the fact that things are done and I can't go back and change things anymore, and I have to move on and find somebody new. I know there's a lot of like processing and healing that I need to go through before I even like think about that right now, but it also makes me like super anxious and honestly like desperate to start a new life or find somebody right away, since I know like that's something that he's already done. But I know personally that's not like the healthiest thing for me, obviously, because look at me, I'm a mess, and putting somebody else through that would not be fair. Definitely looking into therapists when I get back. Really need somebody to just like talk things out with and process and give me perspective, you know? An outside person that's not like family or friends. I mean, my friends and my family have been great and really supportive, and they've given me lots of advice, and it's all very sound and logical advice, but I guess sometimes
you just need like an outside perspective, somebody who doesn't necessarily have like that emotional tie to you or that level of care for you. They just have like a very black and white opinion, or I guess professional opinion. And they can, you know, help you, give you more strategies and stuff to help you like move on and cope and process. So yeah, I know this isn't the vlog you signed up for. I'm gonna make sure to title these vlogs appropriately. It's not just gonna be like day 6 on a Royal Caribbean cruise. I'm gonna try and warn people of all this crying because obviously that's not fair. I don't want to bait and switch anybody. But if you're continuing to watch and you're following along, thank you so much for sticking around and putting up with all of this nonsense. It is 12:47, so if I want to go out, I really need to go now. I'm only gonna be there for like max like 30 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on how large the port is. So you know what? Let's clean up and let's head out and explore this port, okay? Okay. All right, guys, my tears have been wiped clean. My mascara has been refreshed. I blew my nose, brushed my teeth. I have some mints in my mouth. Cried a little bit as I was doing my mascara, but I sucked it up like the trooper that I am. And I'm ready. I'm ready to head out. It is exactly 1 o'clock. So we're gonna head out to shore and see what this hullabaloo is about. So let's get out of here. One more thing before we leave, I have to show you the towel art today. I'm right. I was right. It is every other day. So today we have towel art. Let's take a look. So today we have the spectacular hanging monkey. This is a classic. It is a cruise classic. If you don't get a hanging monkey on your cruise, then did you even cruise? Cutie patootie. All right, now we can officially head out. Here's the door. Let's get out of here.
So I hopped off the ship and headed over to the port of Costa Maya, Mexico. Right away, we were greeted with some deep blue ocean water and some very festive music. I couldn't get over how vibrant and blue the water was. It was also very windy, as you can tell. Then I got closer to the entrance of Costa Maya. Of course, we have our photo opportunity at the front. We were greeted with some flamenco dancers and mariachis, as well as some Mayan Indians, very festive. Then we entered through a little gift shop which had tons of alcohol, and we entered into the port of Costa Maya. As soon as I entered, I was definitely caught by surprise. This was a very new looking port and so well developed. You can tell that it was very modernized and well kept. There was legitimately a plethora of places to shop and eat. It was definitely a lot nicer than I expected, and I was very pleasantly surprised. There was even this fish spa for your feet, which was one of the many unique experiences offered here. Further down, I ended up discovering this expansive pool area. There was even a dolphin and stingray experience there as well. Rounding the corner to the pool area and dolphin experience was a large restaurant, and as you can see here, this was a lazy river type of pool which had a clear view of the ship, which was pretty amazing to see. This pool area was very large and had a very expansive lounging area. It was very beachy with the sand underneath, but it was overlooking the pool. You could just sit, lounge, eat, and have some drinks. I really wish I knew about this earlier. It would have been a big motivator to hop off sooner. As I exited the pool area, I saw some parrots, and around the corner were some flamingos. This was definitely a very fun surprise and very cool to see. As As you round the corner around the flamingos, there is an exit to the exterior of all of the shops. So I definitely recommend going through this exit because it leads you into another covered shopping area, which eventually leads to another water lounge area. As you make your way down, you'll find several small shops and places to grab a quick bite to eat, like gelato and roasted nuts. As you reach the end of all of the shops and restaurants, you'll find another water lounge area. This is pretty similar to the one in the front. There was an expansive seating area with a large pool in the center and a swim-up pool bar. And to the side, there was this random surf experience, kind of like the Flow Rider on the Royal Caribbean cruise. So this was definitely another great option to just lounge and drink. All right, so this is the port of Puerto Costa Maya, Mexico. It is actually so surprisingly nice. It looks very, very new. It's obviously very geared and built out for the tourists, but I like the details and the intentionality of making it look authentic. They added little touches like papel picado. They have the stucco buildings and the traditional architecture that they have in Mexico. So the intention behind the authenticity is really nice here. They have tons of swim up bars, and from what I can see, you don't need a reservation to sit in one of the chairs and enjoy the water. It's kind of like one of those things where if you buy a drink, you are allowed to sit and relax. But don't take my word for it. I was looking for wristbands or some kind of indicator that you had to pay to reserve a seat, and I didn't see anybody with wristbands or stickers. So it looks like it's a free-for-all, which I wish I knew because I would have come and relaxed here. The drinks are probably cheaper, but all in all, it is a really great port. They have tons of little shops, tons of restaurants, lots of little carts with small bites like tacos. So definitely recommend getting off at this port. Even if you don't have an excursion booked, it's definitely a great port to just enjoy and take in all of the sights, sit and relax. I saw some dolphins, some stingrays, flamingos, parrots. So definitely a lot to see and experience here. But for me, this is it. I gave you a little tour. I hope you enjoyed it. But I'll see you back on the ship for some more fun today. So I wrapped up my time on the port of Costa Maya, Mexico, and said my farewells. I walked through all of the fun little shops one last time and enjoyed the scenery along the way. It was definitely a perfect day to come out on the port of Costa Maya to enjoy all of the pools and fun experiences here. Maybe next time I will hop off earlier to enjoy everything that this port has to offer. But for now, that was my time on the port of Costa Maya. It was time to hop back on the ship and refresh. Okay guys, I am back in my stateroom after a little adventure in Puerto Costa Maya. It was definitely an unexpected scene when I got there. I didn't really know what to expect. I was kind of expecting something similar to Cozumel because it is Mexico, but it was very much like Roatan, Honduras yesterday, but like much more expansive. As I said yesterday, the port at Roatan definitely looked like it was still under construction. There was a lot of phases yet to be built there. So I expect they're going for this whole Puerto Costa Maya vibe as well. There was so many shops and so many little places to eat. There was like gelato places, frutarias, cafes. There were a lot of swim up bars, a lot of places to lounge. Like I said earlier, I'm not sure if you have to pay to reserve a seat at those swim up pools, but I did take a little gander around at all the people looking for any wristbands, stickers, any indicator that they had to have some kind of identification that they reserved a spot there. And from what I could tell, nobody had any wristbands or indicators that they had purchased a seat there. So my assumption is that if you buy a drink or if you buy some food there, that you are welcome to have a seat and lounge and relax and use the pool. So that's something I wish I had known beforehand. I would have definitely felt more motivated to get out and enjoy a nice pool under the sun with a nice drink in hand. But you know what? It's fine. I can do that here as well. But definitely a very great ambiance. Like I mentioned earlier, they definitely intentionally made it more immersive with all of the little touches that add more of a traditional, authentic vibe there. So I definitely appreciated that. So all in all, I definitely suggest that if you do have a port day here and you don't have an excursion booked, this is definitely a port that's worth getting down for and exploring and lounging around and having a good time. It's just a different scene, different vibe than here on the ship, and you'll make the most of your day if you get off. So that's that on the port here in Puerto Costa Maya. I really hope you enjoyed that little tour and my explanation and suggestion of where to go when you get off of here. But we're going to continue our day here on the ship. I think I'm just going to do my regular routine. Grab some ice cream, lounge in the solarium, and think long and hard if I actually want to commit to doing all of these water slides, because that means I'm going to get my hair wet and I have to wash it and style it all over again. If you're a girl, you understand the problem behind that. You know, I have thick, long hair. It takes a long time to do this, baby, okay? But you know what? Today's probably the best day because tomorrow is a sea day and everybody's going to have the same idea. So I'm going to freshen up, change my shorts into my little linen cover-up shorts, and head out and see what adventure I take on today. Psych, I'm still in the room. It is now 3:50. It's about to be 4. And what have I been doing? Crying. Not funny. I mean, I can laugh now because I'm past it. But yeah, we can talk about it tonight if I'm still in my feels, but spent a good amount of time getting sad all over again. I just looked through the Royal Caribbean itinerary and I put a few things on my calendar. So let's see what I have. So rock climbing started at 2:30, but it's for 3 hours. Oof, I'm gonna have to go soon if I want to do rock climbing. Oh no, I don't know if I'm gonna make it because I still have to like make sure I look like I didn't just cry for an hour. If not, we can do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's a sea day. But up next at 4 o'clock or 4:30, the Flow Rider opens up for mixed waves, whatever that means. That's only for an hour and 30 minutes. So I probably should go and try and do that right now. Rock climbing opens up again at 7 p.m. So I can do Flow Rider and then rock climbing at 8 p.m. Oh, I didn't know I reserved an adult comedy show for 8 p.m. today. I wonder if it's the same performers. If it is, I don't know. The Flow Rider also opens up at 8:30. So 7 and then 8:30. Oh, but I do want to see a show at 7:45. That looks really cool. So yeah, let me get ready and head out to do something. All right, I'm as refreshed as can be. Wiped all the tear stains off, blew my nose, and I'm gonna pack my socks because if I do rock climbing, I'm pretty sure I need my own socks. So let's go and see what we can do. So I made my way to deck 6 to head to the boardwalk where you can find the rock climbing wall. I was very hopeful that I would get the opportunity to climb the wall, but as soon as I got there, I was informed that I was not properly dressed. Y'all, if you ever come on a royal cruise or a cruise in general, make sure you bring a practical shirt, just like a regular t-shirt, because if you want to do any of these physical activities, you need to be fully covered because of the harnesses. So this is what I'm wearing, and it's not good enough because my tummy is exposed, so I need to go find a shirt to go over. So I think I'm gonna wear that white shirt that I have with the open back, and then I'm gonna put this on top. If they give me a hard time, I can cover up my back with this little cover up. I'm hoping that's gonna work, but ugh, why didn't I bring one practical shirt? Oh well, let's go back to the room and change.
So I accepted my defeat and headed back to my stateroom to problem solve.
All right, I'm back. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep my bathing suit on because I plan on going to the flow rider or the solarium afterwards. My hair continues to look crazy because it's windy out there. So I'm gonna put on this white t-shirt, but it has the open back. And I used this, I got away with it for the zip lining, but that's only because they were very nice. So I'm gonna put this over my bathing suit. Let me see. Like that, but it's still exposed in the back. So my plan is to, once I get this situated, I know I'm folding it and it's gonna expose my belly, but watch, I'm gonna bring it down. Okay, there you go. It's just a little too long. Now, this is gonna look really stupid, very silly, but I'm gonna wear this kind of like a vest over top, like that. I probably won't wear it until I get there, because it does look really silly, right? Looks kind of silly. Let me see in the mirror. Yeah, that looks silly, but a little bit of is exposed right here. Are they gonna give me a hard time about that? Ugh. You know what? What if I like layer a tank top? Let's see. I don't think I even have a tank top. Wow. Wow, I just really packed all the hoochie stuff, didn't I? I have this tank top, but this is like my pajama tank top. I've been sleeping in it, and I shower before I go to bed. So this is clean, and I don't want to get it dirty just for this little thing. This is going to look even more silly though. I put it backwards, so I put the lower part in the front so that the higher part could be in the back and cover my back. But let's see, I don't think it's covering. Nope, that did nothing. Nothing. So I think I'm going to go back to the vest idea. And hopefully the vest works. Should I just wear it so that I arrive there looking prepared? I'm just gonna wear it, even though I might look silly, right? It's better to be safe than sorry. Safe than sorry. Maybe if I just like, ooh, finagle this a little bit. Finagle. Ooh, I think I did it. Ooh, you know what? I don't know. Who knows? Okay, this is what I'm gonna go with. And if they say no, well, I guess it's not meant to be. So let's head out and try one more time.
So I ventured out again to try my luck, and this time around I was successful. The main area they wanted covered for rock climbing was your tummy because the harness goes around your belly. Then my rock climbing adventure began. Please enjoy this lackluster clip of me rock climbing.
Can you just say so I can change gender? Can you come so I can change gender or male? Which eye will your hands first? Yeah, hands first. So you're stronger here, and here. So you're gonna reach high. Look at the owl. See the red owl? Yeah, that's a good one. No, because you have to lift at the same time. There you go. If your feet moving, you'll be fine. look at me, I cannot help you anymore. Look at the bell.
What happened? Did you just freak me out?
I'll tell you after. Keep going. 5 more steps and I'll tell you.
5 more steps. I don't know if I can do it fast.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Now reach the next one with your right hand. Reach, 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 reach. Keep going. See, now you told me you couldn't 30 seconds ago. You're still right there. Reach the next. Yeah, that's it. Now pull yourself up. No, you're a big girl. No. More. Blue ones.
I can't do it.
No, no. First you try it, then you tell me you can. Reach the. Pull yourself up. Yeah, pull yourself up. Yeah, just try.
I can't.
Try. If you fall, you fall. It's okay. Yeah, pull yourself up. More, more, more.
I can't. I'm done.
Done. So you hold on to the rope and you push off.
Ah! Ah! That's a lot harder. My hands are like not strong. Yes. Yeah. It's so
Maybe you
hard.
can try it.
I don't know if I can do it.
44 feet. Slowly. It's 44 feet. Take a break and you can try again. Romy will help.
Okay.
Okay, I did it. It's a lot harder than it looks. I think my hands and my wrists are shot from just being on my phone all the time. Like, I seriously think that's the reason, because I have been having like cramping issues lately, and just like, it feels like I literally have like carpal tunnel or arthritis of some sort. So I really felt that during the climbing. It puts so much strain on your hands because you're like grasping onto these little like rocks. So you're like clamping on with your fingers. They did tell me that I need to use my legs more and not so much my hands. They were very encouraging, actually. I wanted to quit pretty early on, and he kept on saying, no, no, no. He said, give me 2 more steps and then you can quit. And then I did 2 steps, and then he said, and then I said, okay, I don't know if I can do it anymore. And he goes, no, 3 more steps and then you can quit. And then he kept on saying that. He got all the way up to like 5 steps. He was like, okay, 5 more steps and then you can quit. And then finally I got to a point where I felt like I just couldn't figure it out. There wasn't like a big enough rock for me to grab onto. So, and then it started getting really high, and then the height started to scare me. So then I just chickened out and said, okay, I tried my best, I'm giving up. I mean, I could have tried again. He said, just take a break and you can try it again. And then he gave me like pointers. He said, you know, use your legs more. He said, instead of grabbing closer, make sure you reach higher so you have more leverage to pull. So maybe I'll do it tomorrow since he gave me those pointers, and then I can like try and maneuver my way better next time. I'm not making any promises to you or myself, but the experience was fun, and I did get it on video, so that's also pretty cool for you guys to see. I think I'm gonna try and go to the flow rider. It opens back up at 7. It's currently, let's see, where's my phone? It's currently 4:40, so we have some time. I'm getting pretty hungry, so I think I might go get just like a quick little snack and a drink, and then spend some time in the hot tub in the solarium, and then do the flow rider. So let's do that. Let's get something to eat. I attempted to head to the Windjammer to grab a bite to eat, but they were closing the doors as soon as I arrived. So I settled for some ice cream, which I wasn't very disappointed about. You all know by now that I enjoy my poolside ice cream cones, so I took my little ice cream treat to the solarium and found a comfy place to relax in the hot tub. As usual, I spent quite a lot of time here in the hot tub, just hopping in and out as the time passed passed by. More and more people started to come in from the port, but at first it was pretty desolate, so I enjoyed my time alone here for a bit. After soaking in all the water, getting nice and pruny and hot, I went back to my comfy sofa chair, lounged around, cooled off, took a little nap, and just enjoyed the rest and relaxation.
Alrighty, I am here in the solarium. I've been here for quite a while, in and out of the hot tub, and I found this wonderful big chair available. I love these little chairs. There wasn't any available when I first got here, but one freed up, so I made sure to steal it. I've been relaxing, just chilling, listening to music on my phone, in and out of the hot tub, and I think it's time to get something to eat. I tried to get something before I got here, but they literally were closing the doors when I arrived at the Windjammer. But they reopened at 5:30. It's currently, I think, 6 or 6:30 right now. I haven't looked at my clock, but I definitely need to get something to eat before I head to the show. I have a show I want to go to at 7:45. And I don't have reservations for that show. They book up so fast, but I've found out if you get there about 15 to 20 minutes early, they let you in. Sometimes they make you wait in line, and then sometimes, depending on the person, they'll just be like, oh yeah, head on in. Like yesterday, I told him I didn't have a reservation, so I asked him where I needed to stand to wait for the walk-in line, and he said, oh, well, are you ready to go in now? And I said, yeah, where do I wait? And he said, just go in. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna try and do that today. So I think I might go to the Solarium Cafe. It's like literally right behind me, to get something to eat, and then go back to the room, freshen up, and head to, I think it's the Royal Theater for the show. I could be wrong, but one of the theaters to watch that show. So let's head to the Solarium Cafe, get a bite to eat, and then I'll update you afterwards.
So I rounded the corner into the Solarium Bistro for some dinner. This place is a little higher end, I would say, and tonight was a formal night, and I walked in with my pool attire. They let me in, but I did feel a bit out of place, but the atmosphere was so nice, and you could see the sunset just coming in and golden hour setting in. It was a very nice ambiance for dinner.
All right. I am back in the stateroom and I'm absolutely freezing. So I think I'm gonna take a quick body shower with some warm, hot, toasty water to warm me up. And then I'm going to get into some comfy clothes. I'm gonna wear my PJ pants, I've decided, with my sweater. My sweater is like an evening ritual thing. It makes me feel nice and cozy at night. So I'm gonna take a quick body shower, change, and then head to the show. Here, let me tell you what the show is. I need to get my phone and actually tell you guys what this show is. I don't even remember what it's called. I took a screenshot of it because it's sold out, so I needed to remember. It's called The Effectors 2 Crash and Burn in the Royal Theater. It looks cool because these girls look like they're shooting lasers out of their hands. So, can you see? There you go. It looks cool, all right? I don't know what it is. It doesn't have a description of any sort, but I mean, you gotta find things to do. So, I'm always down for a good show. Let's take a shower. It's 6:46. The show starts at 7:45, and I need to show up a bit early. So let me get to it. Hello and good evening. I am all showered and refreshed, as you can tell. I changed into some comfy casual clothes. It is currently 7:26. The show starts at 7:45, so I'm gonna head out right after this update to that show. Hopefully it's good. We'll see. So I'm gonna go watch that show, and then I don't know what the evening brings after that. The Flow Rider actually opens at 8. I think it's only for an hour and a half, so I might miss it. I really want to do it, but I've been prioritizing other things, and then obviously I've been a sad girl, so that has taken up a lot of my time, just being sad. But tomorrow is the last day that I can attempt to do the flow rider, and it's a sea day. So I think it's going to be super busy, but you know what? I should just do it. And when I was returning my towels after my solarium adventure, I noticed that the like family pool area was desolate, and that was like around 6:15. So I'm really hoping that's the case tomorrow, because if that's the case, I will definitely ride the water slides during that time, because it's the evening and I'm probably going to shower afterwards and get ready for dinner after that. So it's perfect timing. So that's the plan tomorrow. But for tonight, we're going to head to the show. We're going to go to the Royal Theater and see what this is about. So I'll see you there. And of course, I have to show you my fit. This is a very cozy outfit. I have some pajama pants from Uniqlo. This top is a halter top from Target. It's a little halter, and it's like very tight and secure. You don't even have to wear a bra underneath. I do wear like little sticky nippies to make it a little more family friendly, but I have these little sandals on, and then of course I have my comfy sweater. So let's head out and hopefully it's a good show.
So I headed to the Royal Theater to catch the Effectors 2 Crash and Burn.
Hello and welcome back to my stateroom. I have returned from the Royal Theater. I watched the Effectors 2 Crash and Burn. So after seeing the performance, I have a better understanding of what the title means. So the Effectors are a group of superheroes, so like the Avengers of sorts. And then the Effectors 2, I think the 2 means it's like episode 2, season 2, movie 2, something like that. And then Crash and Burn is the 2 villains that are trying to defeat the Effectors. So there's literally 2 villains that are named Crash and Burn, and they're trying to defeat the Effectors. So it's super modernized. I like how they use a lot of like social media terms and Gen Z terms. I know I'm not Gen Z, I'm a millennial, but I like to think I'm a little in tune with the youth. Not like 100% in tune, but I know a few things here and there. So it was very modernized theater. So I like how they incorporated all of that. The talent is amazing here. Just in general on the ship, the talent everywhere is like 10 out of 10. They are so good at what they do. And the performance tonight was really great. Like the lighting was amazing. The music was amazing. The effects were just amazing. Everything was just so great. So I highly recommend watching this show if you are on the Wonder of the Seas. Definitely reserve some time to watch the stage shows in the Royal Theater and the Aqua Theater, especially the Aqua Theater. That performance was like one of the best performances I've ever seen, like in general. So great ending to my evening. I hightailed it out of the theater to go to Windjammers because I wanted a little sweet treat. There weren't any great options tonight, unfortunately. I ended up eating all of my watermelon because I love watermelon, and then taking a few nibbles of everything else I selected, but nothing was like hitting. So I just didn't even waste my palate or my stomach space on any of it tonight. But it's fine. I tried. And now I'm back in the stateroom. So I'm here for the evening. I'm not going to attempt to do anything else tonight. If I'm being quite honest, I am still a little sad. And I just want to get ready for bed, cuddle up, and just let it all out one last time. I'm hoping tomorrow is the brightest day after the storm, so to say. And we end our day 7 on a bright and happy note tomorrow. Tomorrow is a sea day. I don't expect to do much, and I don't want to force myself to do much. My only goal, I guess, is to ride the water slides and possibly do the flow rider. Those will be some fun things to do. But if I don't get to it, I don't get to it, and I'm not going to be upset about it either. So thank you so much for joining me on day 6 of my 7-day Western Caribbean cruise here on the Wonder of the Seas. I'm so glad you chose to follow along today and stick with me to the end. So sorry I was a sad, sad girl today, but join me tomorrow for day 7, and hopefully we see some brighter days. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye, guys.